All right, so I had a great question from Debra. Debra, I appreciate you for dropping that question in there. And I wanted to get that to you as urgent as I could because I saw that you said that you wanted to do it before you moved on to something else. You're just like my wife, so let me help you out real quick. Debra had the question of how do I load my EM1010 if I have more than 10 colors in the design that I need to load. So I'm gonna show y'all how to do that real quick. All right, so first let's get all of our colors. Let's say all of these colors are the colors I need for the design. I've got all 10 needles loaded, and let's say I've got 2 more colors. Let's grab some little ones. Let's say I got 2 more colors, and I'm gonna use my needle 10 and my needle 9. So I'm gonna put those there. All right, so I've got all my colors up here, right? I've got 12 colors total, only 10 can be used. All right, so I've got these shoe patches up, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all how you would go in to load your multiple colors. First, you get into your needle options, your color options screen, and in this screen, this is where you control your color changes. This is where you put in order your color changes according to your data sheet. So these data sheets give you all of your color changes, right? So you just follow those on these tiles. This is your first one, second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one, sixth one, and it goes all the way down, and then you can keep on going to the next page. All right, it'll give you as many pages as you need according to the design that gets loaded. This isn't the design I have loaded right now, of course, but I just wanted to show y'all that. I'm in here. This is my first needle choice. I'm gonna press needle 1. So let's just make this easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's your first 10 needle choices that I just did. Your first 10 colors. Let's say that the design you're doing is going to run these 10 colors, and then it's going to run the next 2 colors. Those are going to be your only options for change. So I've put all these in as far as I can go. This 10th one, whenever that 10th color ends, I want the machine to stop on its own. So I'm going to do the F function, frame out, and that's going to make it so that the machine stops and frames out whenever this color finishes running. Don't do that with hats, okay? Or you'll learn the hard way. If you set this function with hats, whenever that function goes off, it's gonna push this hat that's about this far out. The bill's gonna try to come to about here. It's gonna bend some stuff up. Your machine's gonna make some crazy noises. It probably won't break nothing, but the hat's probably gonna get destroyed. So F function is not for hats, okay? Don't do it, bad idea. But when you're running flats, F function is gonna stop after the design or the color runs that you have it on. So if I wanted it to stop before this 10, I would do my F function on the 9. And then it would run the 9. I can stop the machine, or the machine is going to stop on its own. So it's going to run the 9. The machine's going to stop on its own. And then it'll be ready to run number 10 whenever I come in and manually press start. But I don't want that. I want to be able to be on number 10, F function, so that before we go to color 11 and 12, I can change it. So now I can come up here, change my 10 needle thread and that thread, and I'll post this up and show y'all how to change that real quick. And then on the screen, you just let those run. So this would be 9 and this would be 10. Or say you wanted the 10 to go first and the 9 of the new colors, right? And you don't need to have any more F functions because you don't have to change anymore. So after this 10 function is when I want to change my needles, 10 and 9, the thread. Let me show y'all how you can do that really quickly. All right, y'all, I'm gonna show you how you change these threads out real quick. All you have to do is cut off your spool that was there. And cut off a long enough piece of string so that you can tie on the new spool. So I throw the new spool on there. And then you just want to tie a knot. I like to double knot it. Otherwise it can slip out as it's coming through, which isn't too much of an issue as long as it doesn't slip out in here. Then you have to go in and try to get it changed all the way through. This is an easy way. This is an easy way to change your thread, because all you're gonna do is replace the last thread with the new thread. I've got the new thread tied on to the old thread. I'm going to take this old thread and I'm gonna unthread it all the way up to here, to where your blue dot is. I'll leave it threaded there. But you don't want to do this all the way through when you have it looped through this section, because underneath this gray bar, there's a sensitive arm in there that adds tension. And if you pull that knot through that sensitive arm, it's gonna pop it out of place, and it's gonna cause grinding. You'll hear your thread grinding as you're pulling it. So I'm gonna pull through to the new thread all the way to here. Cut that, trash that. And then I'm gonna rethread it. Of course, you just follow your thread path up, go through this eye right here. Sometimes you should just stop and reposition the thread in your hand. You just keep on all the way through. And that's it, y'all. That is now threaded with a new color. I'll go ahead and do the other one too. So I changed my 10 and my 9 in order to do this. All right. Get those tied together. Remember to unthread this all the way up to my blue knob. Uh-oh. That was the one that I already unthreaded. Did I tell y'all I've been up since 1:30? I'm a little jittery. I'm not going to rethread that all the way. I don't even really need that color. Now number 9. All the way up to the blue knob, pull it through. Snip it and toss it. Uh-oh. And then you can rethread up here. Remember, don't pull that knot all the way through. It's tempting to want to skip all this rethread right here. It's tempting to want to do that. And I understand why. But don't do it. You'll give yourself issues. Might not happen every time, but it will happen. You'll give yourself issues with your machine, with your tensions, with your top tensions, because you're pulling that knot where you got the old string attached to the new string. You're gonna pull it through that sensitive arm underneath this gray bar. It's gonna mess something up. You can always open it up, check it out, fix it, but not everybody's comfortable doing that to their machines. So that's it, Deborah. I really hope that answered your question. If you have any more questions, email me, AWG.Creations@gmail.com, and I'll get those questions answered the best I can. Peace.